everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jennifer and I'm gonna start doing these monthly resets, just where I set goals for the next month and reflect on the past month. So I'm filming this the 27th of June, but I can't believe it's almost July. That's crazy. It's halfway to Christmas. And at the end of next month is when I start transitioning into fall mode. So I know it's early, but don't judge me. But I wanted to start doing these monthly resets just because they're some of my favorite videos to watch and like inspiring and encouraging to get me to get off my booty and like clean my house and stuff. So I'm gonna reflect on the previous month, talk about the books I read. I'm going to show you my Notion where I keep track of my habits, or I should say where I'm going to. This is new. I just discovered Notion the other day and I've been on it for literally hours. So if you want me to do like a more in-depth view of my Notion, let me know because I'd be happy to do that. I just don't know if anyone's interested in that. Personally, I love watching people's Notion videos, so I'll probably just film one anyway. So for the start of my month, I did a little cleanup. I'm washing my sheets from the bed. I'm doing laundry. I've got the dishes all done. That laundry had been sitting there a while, so a monthly reset was a good excuse to finally get it put away. So for this month's reflection, it's gonna be a little short because I didn't do a reset video last month. I didn't set any goals or anything. So basically the month of June was filled with lots of doctor's appointments for my baby. He's a cat, his name's Jasper. We just found out today that he has small cell lymphoma, so he's gonna be starting chemo soon. So he's doing good and everything. So I'm just glad it's treatable and trying not to worry about it. As for me, I'm finally on an antidepressant that works. For the first time this year, because it took like 6 months for me to get to feeling normal and not be in bed every day. Unfortunately, the medication that I'm on makes me very hungry. I was previously on it and I was on the highest dose and my hunger was out of control. I would eat like a full meal and then 20 minutes later, I'd be ready to eat another full meal. And I would have these horrible cravings, like the kind of cravings that if I didn't get it, I was gonna cry. And it was never craving things like carrots. Like, why couldn't I crave healthy things? It was always things like crumble cookie, pizza, mainly sweets. But I'm on a lower dose, so I can tell a difference. I can tell I've gained a little bit of weight. I can tell my hunger's a little more than usual, but it's not to the extreme that it was before, thank goodness. And the medication's working well enough, so I don't think I need to increase it. So I'm gonna show you my habit tracker. So I wanted to set habits and I wanted to set goals. Habits I wanna try and do every single day. So for the habits, I have making my bed, morning skincare, get outside, get ready for the day, drink 2 bottles of water, which doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but for me, it's a lot. I usually get through the whole day with forgetting to drink water, and then I just end up with maybe 1 bottle at night. Empty the sink, don't like having dirty dishes in there. Exercise, I need to start exercising, especially considering my medication's making me extra hungry. Need to do that. Read my Bible, evening skincare, and read about 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes. I usually end up reading more than that, but I'm finally getting back into reading, so I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, what book I read. Now for the monthly goals. So personal goals, I want to keep up with my daily habits. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, so if I miss a day or 2 or 3, that's okay. They're habits that would be nice to do every day, but if I don't do it every day, I'm not going to be hard on myself about it. Declutter the kitchen. So we need to do a huge declutter. We do not have a pantry, which if you have a pantry, you are so lucky because we are running out of room to put things like our dishes, our groceries. Our groceries are still sitting in a couple of bags on our counter right now because there's no room in the cabinets for them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of a lot of the dishes that we don't use regularly and just do a good clean out. I'm probably gonna film that just because I love watching cleaning videos, and it's gonna be a pretty deep clean, like clearing things out, taking things to our storage unit. So very much looking forward to that. We'll probably do that in a couple of weeks. Use Notion daily. I am really bad about using planners. I love planners, but I'm really bad about keeping up with it every single day. I don't know why, because when I use it, it's so helpful, especially like I schedule out like what I'm doing, time blocking and all that good stuff. So since I created my Notion, which it was only a few days ago. But since I created Notion, I've been keeping up with regularly using it and planning out my day, and it has made a big difference. I get so much more done because I'm not sitting around thinking like, okay, well, what all do I need to do? I know because I have it all written out and what order to do it in. Just makes things a lot faster, because a lot of times I would just sit around and just think about all the things I needed to do instead of actually doing them because I didn't know where to start. Business goals. I am considering Instagram and YouTube a business because I do make some money off of it and I would like to grow it. So I want to post to YouTube 3 times a week, which is kind of a lot, but I'm going to try and do it. I've been doing it for maybe like 2 or 3 weeks now. Now that my mood's better, it's a whole lot easier. I'm gonna be doing one faith-based video, just like on a topic, and then I'm gonna be doing a Bible study with me. Right now I'm doing 1 John, and then a vlog, and this reset video is counting as a vlog for this week. Post to Instagram 3 to 4 times a week. So I've been posting to Instagram every single day. That was too much for me, especially trying to get into YouTube now. It's just a lot. And Christian goals, I want to read my Bible every day. That's in my habits, but I want to read a devotional every day. I've kind of gotten out of the habit of reading devotionals, and I don't know why, because I love them. I really want to get back into that. So getting into my favorites for the month of May. TV show, it is The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. If you haven't seen it, it's very interesting. There are a lot of strange things going on at this ranch out in Utah, and there are these scientists there who are trying to do all these different experiments to figure out exactly what's going on. Things just don't add up there. Things are just a little suspicious, like UFO type things, which if you saw my Q&A, you know I believe in aliens. So they've discovered that there's some huge metal piece in the mesa, which a mesa, I didn't know what a mesa was, but it's like a mountain kind of, sort of. But anyway, they're trying to find out what it is, and they can't, every time they start digging or trying to do experiments to figure out what exactly it is, equipment start messing up. There are things flying around in the sky. It is insane. I don't know why more people aren't talking about it. Favorite movie for the month. It's an oldie, but it is Back to the Future. I actually only watched that for the first time 2 summers ago, which I can't believe I never watched it. I mean, I grew up seeing it, that it was on television all the time. I just never watched it. But my husband got me to watch it, and I consider it like a summer movie. So we watched the first one last night, and we're gonna be watching the second one tonight. I've never seen the second or the third one, but my husband says they're just as good as the first one, so I am very much looking forward to that. Favorite podcast, Mr. Ballin. He does strange, dark, and mysterious stories. There are true things that have happened that are just really strange and mysterious. Things that actually happen that it's hard to believe that they happened. I found him a couple of years ago on YouTube, and I've just been binging him, and now I've binged it all. I'm just keeping up with his regular posts now. Favorite YouTuber, Mindy Minx, which I think when I've done a reset before, I mentioned that she's my favorite YouTuber. I love watching her vlogs. She's in an age gap relationship, and they are doing IVF right now. Favorite products, my Shake Tape Concealer is amazing. If you are struggling, you have dark circles under your eyes, like I have extremely dark circles. I'm not sick or anything, it's just genetics. So it's really annoying, but I've tried a lot of different products, high-end, not high-end, and the Shape Tape is the best. Favorite snack, these Zap honey mustard pretzels, which I talked about them in my last vlog. They are delicious. I stumbled across them at the grocery store, and I used to eat honey mustard pretzels, or I don't think it was honey mustard, it was just mustard pretzels. But I grew up eating them, and I was like, oh, I think I'll give them a try again. And I am so glad I did. They are addicting. They're covered in this powder, honey mustard powder. Oh, it's so good. Thing I'm looking forward to for July is we are hosting the 4th of July. So I'm gonna have family come over, we're gonna be grilling out. They're not gonna be here until dark or anything, but I'm just excited for the 4th of July. I love the 4th of July. Once everyone leaves, it's just gonna be me, my husband, and Jasper, and we watch this show called Sons of Liberty, and we watch the neighbors' fireworks, so it's gonna be a good day. I'm excited about it. I just ordered some 4th of July decorations and party like plates and things like that, so hopefully something doesn't come up and ruin it all, because for Thanksgiving, Christmas, I was exposed to COVID. So we had to cancel. We were going to host Christmas, so knock on wood. Hopefully nothing happens so we can host. So book wrap up for the month. I only read one book. Well, I read 2 books, but I'm not going to talk about one of them. One of them was for the book club that I do with my Patreon. So the other book is a thriller. It's called The House on the Lake, I think is what it's called, by Riley Sager. I think that's how you say his name. I haven't read all year because of my depression, so I'm finally getting back into reading and it feels so good. But this book is about a woman named Casey. She's staying at this house on a lake, and she spies on her neighbors with binoculars, and she ends up making friends with a lady that lives across the lake, but that lady ends up going missing, and Casey suspects her husband has something to do with it. So she starts snooping around and gets another neighbor involved. Things took a different turn at the end, and a turn that I didn't see coming, a paranormal twist, which I didn't know that was going to be part of the book, but there we were. So it was good. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I give it 4 stars because for me it started out kind of slow, and then the paranormal twist was a little like, I didn't know it was a paranormal book. I don't think it was a paranormal book. It's just a thriller book. I don't think it said anything about it being paranormal, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not against paranormal books. It's just that's not what I was expecting. I previously read one of other Riley Sager's books called Last One Left, I think is what it was called, and I liked it better. I gave it 5 stars. So if you haven't read these books and you're interested in thriller books, I highly recommend them both. I just ordered another book by Riley Sager. Lock Every Door, I think is what it's called. He actually just had a new book come out. I can't remember what it's called, but it just came out in June, and I went to go get it, and it's like $22 because it's new, and I'm not paying $22 for a book when I know in a few months it's probably gonna be like half that price, so I'm just gonna wait because I'm cheap. And that is it for this month's reset, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it encouraging and maybe help you want to set some goals, and hopefully it will help me stick to my goals and my habits. If I'm forced to tell you guys next month what I did or didn't do, it's going to be easier to do if I'm being held accountable by you guys. So if you made it to the end of this video, leave the handwriting emoji, like with the pencil. I saw someone else do this and I think it's a great idea. Do the little emoji with the handwriting pencil if you made it this far to the video. And if you did, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what your goals are for the month. I'm always trying to think of new goals or new habits to do, so let me know what you guys are doing. And that is it for this video, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and happy July.